Hello, and welcome back into Factorio. It's been a number of days since I've played. Had family come over for a couple days, and just other life things get in the way, so I haven't been able to record lately, but I'm glad to be back at it. We are back here in the train world, and I remember correctly, we'd done a lot of work recently of getting our green circuits to go faster, and they are well improved. So we're kind of looking around. What can I best improve? And what I'm seeing here, I have 6 colors on most of these. I don't know why this one only has 5, but it's not yellow. The yellow used to be our problem child. Yellow is backed up. There's no purple. There is no purple being fed into the science area. So we need to investigate what's going on with that. Get that sped up if we can do so. And imagine we can. I want to know why this doesn't have all 6. Got access to both there and both there. That's all 4 colors there. Why are you holding reds? You should not be holding reds in your arm. Unless it's pointed the wrong direction. That would be why. Okay. Are all these pointing the wrong way? No, just those 2. And that one. Okay, it's just those. Okay, so now they all have 6. Are missing purple, and character logistics slots is not moving, so I'd imagine that it does require purple. Yes, it does. So we're not currently getting any research technologies because of a lack of purple. Alright, it's going to come on with the same belt as yellow, so we can just easily find it here. Oops. Easiest way to run back along the bus. We're doing okay, though. We've launched the rocket 6 times. I'll add a satellite on it 5 times. That's 5,000 white science, and they're plenty backed up, so probably backed up all the way to the rocket. Let's see. Yeah, it's yellow, so this must be purple coming on. Purple science. There's nothing on whatever belt this. Rails. Really? Yeah, you're good on the other 2. Steel furnaces and... Oh, I mean electric furnace, not steel furnace. But we're missing rails. Rails don't require anything other than iron plate and a couple other things, isn't it? If I'm remembering correctly, it's rails or iron plate gets turned into iron sticks, then turned into... I don't know. Well, we got to trace that back though. Why are we getting no rails? I put that on the bus? Really? I mean, I guess. Makes sense, because what it is to get made... Oh, let's see, what does it need? It needs plain stone and steel and iron stick. I remember we had an issue before about having to run stone backwards on the bus. And we said that when it came up, we would address it. Well, I guess we're addressing it now. Do it that way, I guess. Is there going to be anything more coming from the left-hand side? In terms of stone? We were running low on that patch. It might be fully mined out now. Another big change that I didn't mention at the top of the episode. In between the last time that I filmed and today, the latest stable release for Factorio has bumped up. I was running before on 0.17.74. Now we're on 0.17.79. The ones between 7.4 and 7.9 were not marked as stable. But since it got marked as stable, my Factorio has upgraded itself. And you see over on the right hand side there, the menu system has slightly changed. Or the not the menu system, the explanation screens has slightly changed, giving better feedback on some things. So you'll see it be a little bit different now. But that's okay. It should all be for the better from what I'm hearing, from what I've read about it. So it should be a little bit more descriptive. But as you can see, there's still nothing showing up in this area for resources available, so I can still get rid of this one. There you go. All mined out. Same with that one. See that one, the expected resources moved up. It used to be at the bottom, but it still has 1.2k. So as opposed to this one, expected resources, it's just blank. So that little tooltip didn't change other than where it's positioned. But this one's out of stuff to do too, so it's gone. Alright. These guys are the only things working. They can't produce stuff fast enough for any of these guys to even work. So I'm going to continue on our recycling tour. I gotta get used to using these deconstruction bots, or construction bots, to deconstruct things. So I didn't need to be doing all this by hand. I could have just highlighted the whole thing and say, get rid of it for me, please. Just one of those things. But bring those all the way up. That'll work for a little bit, and drop them down. I don't need that one anymore. This patch will be gone soon, except for those little bits that aren't being reached right now. And maybe we'll just remove a furnace and get the patch completely gone. That way, when I go into the map area, zoom in a bit, it won't even highlight for anything. But there's still 21,000 there. It's not 21,000 accessible. That's only 1.2 and 5.2. That's 6.4. The rest of them are underneath the furnaces because we built right on top of it to begin with. I mean, it is what it is. At the time, we didn't want to expand too much at once. And see, we are getting purple now, so that will extend into the sciences. So that was a relatively easy fix. What I might do, though, move that down a bit. Get rid of that one. And do put these inserters back up here. I mean, the furnace back up here with the required inserters. That way I can get this gone. Maybe even move that back a bit too. Not 4. Look at that. This, we can mine out a little bit over here at the same time. And there. Powerful, fine, whatever. Just to get the patch gone a little bit quicker. Those have no real purpose anymore, do they? This is just for raw stone, which does get used in the purples, but and we addressed that just a bit ago. So if we're turning all those raw stone into stone bricks, which is perfectly acceptable, I can get rid of all this stuff too. All right, deconstruction. A lot less noisy when you have those guys do it. Well, you do have to run over it kind of twice if you're doing a large area, so maybe I should keep it to smaller areas when I do so. Okay. Go forth, my minions. Hey, we got another achievement. Deconstruct 100 objects with construction robots. Yay. Get rid of that too. I don't have a ton of robots right now. And I'm full, so okay, now you're just going to hang around holding stuff. Better set up another dump chest just to clear out what we have. That's a lot of belt that I'm holding. I don't need any assembler 2s. Don't know why I'm carrying those. Hold one thing of coal. We need no stone. I'm holding a lot of speed modules. Don't know why either. One of the great mysteries. I'm holding a lot of random stuff. Okay, why am I holding 380 batteries? I'll take one stack of batteries. I do handcraft stuff with batteries. I really don't need that. Oops. Don't need more than one stack of red ammo. Two walls? No, thank you. Green science, red, purple science, you can have those. I'm not going to go searching out for the dump chests that feed back into the lines for those. I wonder how many I can hold of these construction robots. So if I had more, they could deconstruct faster or construct faster. All right. Alright, down to 1.1k in belts. Alright, we got plenty of room now. Ta-da, that's done. Now we are pointless to continue that as well. Okay. Better. Guess be. Okay. Why are you holding 500 brick? I mean, it's nice of you, but that was a much earlier game reason for storing those. Alright, we're a little bit more cleaned up here. How about... Oh, heat exchangers. Okay, I was wondering what that was. Heat exchangers are used for nuclear power. I don't have much of a use for it, though, because I'm not doing nuclear. Destroyer capsule. No. Distractor capsule. Nah. No, thank you. Defender capsule. Also not interested. Artillery targeting remote. Ooh, neat. Which requires artillery, of course, which I have not built yet. But personal roboport, yeah, I have one of those. Roboport Mark II. Did I create the Mark I or Mark II? Let's go check. I have Mark II. Okay. No need to create a Mark I then. I might create an artillery turret. take the artillery shells. It takes explosives, which I'm currently not making. And explosive cannon shells. That's flamethrower ammo, okay. Explosive rocket. Those are intermediate for explosives. Where is the explosive? Oh, okay. That's the red tipped one. Okay, there it is. Steel, plastic, and explosives. So, need 8 explosives plus more explosives to make the explosive cannon shell. In other words, don't try to handcraft this. It's just going to be a pain in our backside for that. So we will have to take care of all that in an assembler and things like that. That's all neat and good. I'm gonna. Oops. I'm trying to get. That was weird. Didn't let me do the usual keystrokes to get that there. Hope that isn't a permanent change to the UI or something like that. But I have the map pulled up now. Pollution is going to start hitting these 3 bases soon. And of course, we visited these guys before. They're on an island. We don't care about them. They can't hit anything with their spit, so they're poison. Whatever you want to call it. So those guys are free to just sit there. But we do need to get the artillery up and going. Either that or we can go over there with the tank and just run over the spawners like we did the previous time. But I want to try something different this time. I have not gotten in our artillery battery yet. And, you know, if we really get around to it, we make a train with train-based artillery and drive around, and every so often, you know, go to the outer edges of your map with your artillery train and just launch a whole bunch of them. Then be prepared for the onslaught of the biters coming in to attack you once they get provoked, because that will provoke them and they will not be happy. So, yeah. That's what's upcoming. But obviously be a while yet before we get to that point. And copper is looking pretty bad here, because we're sending essentially 2 red belts through, and we only have 4 to begin with. But let's see if that is an issue at all, because we've talked about it a couple times about why we're doing this and pulling it all off for green circuits. But we need to address it so that we have enough copper for our needs further down the line. That must have just been a temporary thing. We catch up when a train drops off again. Apparently, because now because it was, you know, half belt for all 4 lines in this area before the shifter, but now we're better, and you know, even after the shifter comes better, of course. Takes care of all that, so we are meeting our copper needs. We don't have a lot of excess, but that's fine. There's just no shifter between here where it looks okay. It's constantly shifting stuff down, and so is that. But we are doing a big pull right here for red circuits, so understandable. Everything seems to be getting all the copper that they need. Iron is no issue. They are full belts everywhere, basically jammed everywhere. And should not be pulling much at all from copper further on right down the line, because none of these are moving. No, yeah, because they're all there's only one pull and it's idle. Well, yeah, because we don't ask for too much in the way of solar panels. So there's no reason for that belt to be moving. do for satellites, but those aren't needed all that much. Let's see what is the limiter on the rocket right now. I suspect it's has not changed. Yeah, it is rocket control units like it has been. Everything else is backed up. Back up, back up, back up. And I believe rocket control units was what led us to begin our green circuit campaign, if I'm not mistaken. But what are they waiting on? They are waiting on blue circuits. Alright. Why is blue circuit so anemic? It's generally the usual culprits, red or green circuits. Looks like it might be red circuits. Greens are doing pretty well. You guys are over here. Yes, 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 yes. Nope, we actually have all the red we need. This is the one that uses 10 times as many. Yes, it does. 10 times as much green as it does red. And we have slow inserters everywhere. I think we should upgrade these guys up to the fast inserters. Long handles, fast ones, blue ones. I only have 14, but just to make sure that inserters are not the issue, and they might be because they really picked up once and it's a low cost way of making sure. Yeah, we are picking the greens off the line, but that's maybe because they were thirsty and things like that. Now that their thirst is filled, maybe it'll go back to normal. I don't know. Certainly doesn't hurt. They're not all that expensive. Let me make 30 of those. All right. Tech is done. Moving on to maybe not the infinite ones yet. Let's go the non-infinite ones. Infinite meaning we can do as many cycles through as we want. The cost just keeps going up. Follow a robot count. That'd be nice. Alright. We have some fast ones now. I haven't given them a spot on the hotbar. That's fine. I don't use them all that often. Okay. And that might actually help. We are sucking up the green as quickly as we can get it now. Yeah, there was a limiter. These guys aren't even working. Top 5, 6, maybe 7 are actually working. Bottom 3 aren't. So green circuits. Green circuits is better, but not enough. Or another way is to give green circuits an entire belt. Not have to half belt it and get more throughput that way. Do have to redesign things a bit. Easiest pipes are harder to move around, so let's just do it. Let's move the output lane first. Okay, we can go through all this shenanigans. Or we just use a deconstruction. Destroy it all, start all over again. I'll leave the fast inserters, they can stay. No. Just move the pipes. That's a much easier solution, isn't it? Okay. So I made a mistake in trying to move the output pipe. Get rid of those. Okay. Everything to the right can stay, and the inserters can stay, and things like that. Take this pipe. They can just go here. Quit being annoying and use the deconstruction planer again. All of that stuff needs to go. Okay, now the undergrounds, they all need to go as well. They gotta move over one spot. Why doesn't it want to grab it whenever I'm... There it goes. Yes, take that one. Okay. All those are gone. We gotta put them back now. That gives us the room. Oops, train, you gotta go. Let's get another one. And here. Can you reach? You can. Okay. Just move the power poles. Easy enough. Fill in the holes, of course. Okay, so now reds can get their own, greens can get their own. Right, and these will clear themselves out once they can. Not too worried about that little bit of red. Those will get sucked up eventually, I guess. But now we need long-handled inserters as well. Those are right there. Oops, excuse me. Need to be facing that direction. Right, gotta get the underground back in. There we go. That gives green the inside, and that's good because they're the most used. And then red, blue, red. Blue, red. We just alternate colors every two. Easy enough. Are. Okay, those reds will eventually go away. The red circuits. I believe that to be the case. No, well, you can check on it later. At least that allows more space for greens to get in here. Cause less of an issue. And it wouldn't hurt to bump the internal stuff around here up to blues, especially on the green line because they're using so many, and they got fast inserters to bring it in, so that can be handled. Then we need blue underground. belt here, otherwise it's useless. You have to hit a red belt in the middle there. Okay, back to blue undergrounds. There we go. All right. Should be blue everywhere for the green circuits. That will definitely help. All right. We'll continue these improvements in the next episode. So thanks again for being here. Appreciate it. Bye.